Good morning, ladies. My name is Chaz, and welcome. Or let me redo it. If you didn't hear me at first, so welcome back, or welcome to What If Music Beast was in My Hero Academia. So Music Beast in this What If is a brand new. So I might tweak some of the stuff later down the line, but now, yeah. He has his human form. Let's begin. Actually, the his top or his two eyes, one on this side, is supposed to be like reason why it's yellow and red is because it's demonic one, but on the other eye is more calm. So yeah. So he does love music. That's why he's a music monster. If someone tries to hurt his music, like takes or rips the headphones right off of his head, that's what he has. Headphones on top of. Yeah. So, let's begin. His parents were. One of them was a. Ooh, sorry. One of them was the DJ thing, different from Jiro's. And the other ran a radio station. Huh. Yeah. So, they haven't told anyone that they were married and had a kid. Yeah, so they didn't tell anyone about it. Yeah. This is his backstory, not like anyone else's. Definitely not mine. But sorry. His parents always kept him locked, or not locked, in the, or they put him in front of a speaker. A fun fact, that's a real thing. Hold on. Sorry about that. So, yeah. The, basically, yeah. So, the music monsters always love music. But when he was only 5 years old, his parents got killed. I said his parents got killed. And, yeah. But somehow he kept the house going. Like he had it all fresh, cleaned out, and no, like, grime or anything. So, yeah. And when he reached 15, he goes to UA. Hey. Hey. And, yeah. He does have a job thing. But he didn't want to tell anyone else except for his boss thing. So, or actually, he still gets paid. So, yeah, he goes to UA, and he was like, he knocks out the 1-pointers, 2-pointers, 3-pointers of robots really fast. That got the attention of Jiro Haru. As the no one knew, or because his parents died before, he doesn't know his own like name, or actually they call him the Music Beast. Yeah. So they call me Music Beast as, yeah. So a couple of days later, they go into class and, you know, so then the ball throw thing, he got way higher than Ochako's score. As he takes off his headphones before, as his body starts to transform, or he learned how to control it better. So then he grabs the ball with one of his monstrous hands as he tossed it. Then that's what I was referring to. And it went around in circles of the entire planet for years. Yeah. So then So then Jiro, so then so I'm skipping the part where they were at, or of the heroes versus villains thing, because I really don't want to explain it too much. So, yeah. So then so USJ, he was very quiet person. As Jiro, who is quite curious about him. The man with the beast powers. It doesn't seem all that, yeah. So then because his true name is actually Chili. Like, Chili, he Destroyer. Yeah. Or actually Chili, for short. So, yeah. But no one calls him that. So they're like, hey, Music Beast. And here you go. Boop. So then when they got to USJ, he's just like that kid from Soul Eater, where he had his ear pods in and he could only read people's his mouse things. But for Music Beast, or not Mr. Beast, but Music Beast, that you see on your screen right here, was pretty much knows what he means, or it means, of USJ. And then he, like, they go in, they sit down, and he's the very first person, as they're like, man, as he's listening. Then a villain shows up, and the Eraserhead tries to, or told 13 to get all the students out of there. So they did. Or, so 13 tries to, but they had them cornered, and one of the villains shot them right between the headphones things, the gray part, right down the middle, like, boom, right there. And it broke his headphones as he looks at them, as his anger grows, as he's very angry, as the villains, as a monster comes out, as they see him forming into a monster with unlimited power, as they went, oh crud, as a monster roars louder than any normal human, as he hurts battling, as he kills most of the villains, ripping them to shreds, and none of them survived, except for his friends, or his classmates, and the two pro heroes. As the song playing from the tone of his aura thing, like when everyone could hear his song of what he was listening to. The monster from Skillet. Yeah. I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. Yeah, that one. So they were basically, and I did it with my actual voice, not I don't have a soundboard or anything like that. So, yeah. So then all the villains or remaining villains was so scared out of their minds, including Shiraki-sen. They did not know that one of them, so he was pretty powerful as the music fueled his attack, as he says, or actually he didn't say anything. Sorry. So yeah. So Zuko, or actually the music monster, like, does his ultimate attack. Like his or he breathes like fire, like a cannon. And boom! As everybody was behind him, like his classmates were outside. And when he blasted it, when he blasted the right in front of, or right in the middle of the USJ, then it was like a giant shockwave mixed with giant explosion, like a nuke, you know, and yeah, plus it, yeah, so Zuko, or so everybody's like, man, this kid's, and the headphones owns, they, as his work, his boss, the one that he works with, could tell that he summoned wrong. So he shows up and he says, okay, which one of you who broke his headphones? It was none of us as students and pro heroes. It was the villain. Villain shot his headphones off. Well, yeah, I could tell it's a bullet wound thing. So let's, as he went it back and he rewired and refixed it, or bought him a new one too. So then he puts on a new one. He went back to normal. Yeah. So then yeah. So then the 2 weeks, or actually during 1 week, Jiro finally, or actually she remembered her parents told her when she was young that her best friends were never got married, and they did not know if they got married or had any children's things. So she walks over to him and asks him, do you know and she actually says the name of his parents. As he says, yeah, I do. Who know them? They're my parents. I'm their son. And when she turned around, or she looked at him, so yeah, her parent, or so she says, wait, so so they're your parents? Yeah, as they didn't tell anyone that they were already married, because that builds a tension around their relationship thing. You need to take things slow before that happened. As she's like, man, I can't believe that your parents didn't tell the rest of the world. him. I'm the only one that was left. And she's like, glad to meet you, huh? So then she smiles at him as he smiles at her too, because they care about him. Or no, actually, he cares about her too. And they see him. Yeah, so she actually, when she got home, let's say that 1 week of recovering, his friends had a sleepover. Yeah. So then they played Truth or Dare, and yeah, they had, and so then of course Jiro asks Zuko, or no, Jiro asks Music Beast or Music Beast of, because he was sitting right next to her. She wants to tell him, okay, truth or dare. Probably truth. Okay. What was one thing, as she says, what was one thing that you haven't told anyone? Huh. I'm thinking, what was one thing that I hide from the rest of you? As Music Beast says that, is, you know those two music actors that passed away, one? As some of them, it says, yeah. Did they die from, like, natural causes? Or actually not the natural causes, someone murdered them? Yeah. I'm their son. Hun. As everyone was shocked when wait, they didn't or they didn't, like, pronounce it on the news or anything that they were married, and I thought they were just together. Nope, they were married. They did not want to tell any of you about it. So they told me all about and I'm the only son left. Yeah. And some of them are crying as they could not believe that they meet no, their son. And yeah, Jiro is like, man, I thought you were just as like has the powers or that quirk that turns you into that beast. Yeah, the I'm yeah him as he plays the guitar, as the music radiating off of like his songs make everyone smile. They could not believe that he. So then they left, or no, the next day they went home. Jiro says the or or she stopped and turned around. Is that true, by the way? You were or you're the son of them. Yeah. The so yeah. So then Jiro decides Haynes to be like the thing his most best friend thing. And then when she got home, she told her parents, and then her parents could not believe that the her or she could not believe that her own or no, actually her parents could not believe that they had a son and they were married. So yeah. So then yeah. He basically, yeah. So then the from that day on, they became more very close to each other. Plus, her parents already know that the for them they might need him to be the husband to Jiro. As Jiro really likes him, and she doesn't mind him gonna be like her boyfriend. They were dating at one point. So, or they still dating. And, of course, Zuko, or no, not Zuko, or not Mr. Beast, Music Beast. Beast was like, yep. So then he goes, huh? Well, let's do a time skip because I'm skipping the sports festival, the internship, and the camp park for the All for One and versus All Might. As All Might was down, home, home, as the boss guy, he gave his headphones to hold him or hold it as the monster the yeah he transforms into a beast and ran right towards All for One, and before All For One says, is, or like during his sentence of any last words, as he gets punched right in the jaw, or like right in the head, sending him flying through the building that was already destroyed. So as then he transforms into a monster. He picks the All For One up, flies him out into outer space. As he flew all the way towards the sun with All For One, as he's beating on All For One with enough force, as then he like jams right into All For One, or like right into the sun. They thought he was done for. They thought the Tire Music Clan thing, like the popularity of his went down. No, or his family's reputation went like into the ground, like dead. But turns out the Music Mike actually has like immunity to the sun or anything. So he survived right through it. So he's immortal too. Yeah. So then he goes back. He transforms as his boss guy. He puts back on his headphones because he was the only one knew about this. So then the very next day, he thought he was dead, so they were crying. But then a familiar sound of footsteps. They thought it was All Might walking. But then when they saw, they see a human hand, as they see a top of a headphones peeks in. Hi, as the Jiro who was like, or everybody was shocked, or shock. Where's that picture of them? I'm trying to find it, but yeah. So all the students were like, saying, "You're alive?" Yeah. What you were expecting? Me dead? No thanks. As Jiro gets up out of her seat, she runs up to him, hugs him. Yeah. And everybody in Class 1A, or Mina, is giving cred to Jiro for, yeah, how did it feel and all that stuff. Well, yeah. So then, all the normal routines, and I'm skipping over Overhaul arc. They got to 18, they got married. Herring. And they sure did had a lot of children. But it's one of the dorms, like one of the doors that the music monster goes to, like his room, is actually has a speaker aimed right beside him. Um, um, to, yeah. So they all were wondering why he has music in his on the or right next to his bed, as he tells them that that is just when I'm sleeping. Really? Yeah. So yeah. So then the as years go by, he Music Money used his actual charming voice. So plus is yeah. And then one day the monster was like looking around, looking around, looking around. Hmm? Hmm? And yeah, the it was just weird. Sorry. I thought I was about to blow my nose. So yeah. So then the Zuko or so then they were like, man, your bed looks like a coffin too. Oh, they always do that to me though. So, but one day, the heavens, or actually, let's say, yeah, I'm. They faked their own deaths to, or actually, his parents faked their own death to never get noticed ever again. But then when they heard that they all for one got killed by Music Beast, they completely forgot about him until yeah. And let's say one day they came back to their house and they see how gorgeous it is. As the Music Beast, he's kept things top clean thing. So yeah. So then all that stuff goes on. His parents got home. And they like, can we come in? Sure. So then they came in and they see that and they're like, wonderful. So, who are you two? You don't recognize us? So as they take off their hoodies and masks. No way, I thought you, or we all thought you were both dead. And he starts tearing up, as he hugs both of them. And plus Jiro was with the kids. And the so then he goes up there, and or he tells them everything, and like he he has a family, and yeah, they may introduce you to my beautiful wife. So yeah, so he goes upstairs, and of course the kids were fast asleep, and they go down. They as they meet the his parents. As his parents at first was like, huh. So yeah. So both of them agree. Or actually the his parents was like, we're so proud of you, son. Hey, after all these years, you kept the whole house clean, and yeah. Then Jerome finally meets them. They were so cool. Even she asks if for him to if it's okay for him for her parents to come and meet them in person too. So then they did, as they enjoyed it. So then, yeah. And the fake their own death thing was that the villain was actually had a pretend thing. Yeah. They used their cloning of themselves, then, yeah, that happened. So then yeah. The whole thing. So, yeah. He cares. Or his parents did care. And now, this is the end of the What If. Please leave a like, share, subscribe, and comment. Of the tomorrow's What If, it would be I'm going back to one of my old What Ifs, so stay tuned. And so, which one would you choose? So, bye.